G'day guys, Chronicles of Solid here and welcome to another review. I'm down at Rockingham Power Sports and Jeff's kindly allowed me to take the Kawasaki Versys-X 300 for a test ride. Now it's a 300cc parallel twin, makes roughly 39 horsepower, makes 25 newton meters of torque, which is not too bad for a little 300. It's got a 19-inch spoke wheel up front and a 17 out the rear, so spoke wheels are really important for off-road. They're a lot more flexible, so it's good to see the spoke wheels down here. You can see that she's got ABS as well, which is great for the road. You get a nice big 17 litre tank, so that's going to get you probably 350 k's easily, probably more. Nice touches. You get a rear rack. Not a lot of bikes, even adventure bikes, you get a rear rack as standard, and it looks pretty sturdy. Nice tie down points, so that's really nice to see. One little niggle is that the gear lever down here doesn't fold up. You know, you can't win them all. You get kind of a little plastic bash plate down here. You definitely want to change it out to something metal if you're doing lots of off-road riding. It's quite a good looking bike too. If I move out here, I quite like the silver. I'm down here with my brother, he really likes the green, but I like the more sedate silver. You get a nice big screen, which is fantastic. That's the basic specs. That's enough for me gas bagging. Let's get out on the road and see how she handles, shall we? Feels very light. It's 175 kilos fully fueled. Oh, it has a gear indicator too, which is nice. Very smooth. Sixth gear at 80 is an effortless cruise. The wind is hitting me about mid-visor, but it really protects you from the wind. It's quite nice. It's a windy day too. So this thing makes 39 horsepower at the crank, I think, at about 11,000 RPM, so she is very revy. Has ABS, which is great. You can just kind of mash on the brakes and she's fine. Don't need the clutch really for shifting, but the clutch is super light, crazy light. It doesn't even feel like you're pulling on anything. It's amazing. Clock, fuel meter, gear indicator, everything's up here nice and obvious. You can get a 12-volt plug just up here. Upright positions, pretty nice. It's about the same as the F700 GS. Standing up, it's not too bad actually. I'm 180 centimeters tall and it's not too much of a stretch. I wouldn't feel like I had to go and get bar risers straight away, but if you're doing a bit of regular dirt, it might be an idea. Very flickable. The seat's quite hard though. I definitely want a softer seat. I was worried it was going to feel a little gutless torque wise because it makes its peak torque so high in the rev range, but it's not too bad actually. It must make most of its torque fairly early. It's got that nice 300cc power. If you haven't ridden a 300 over a 250, there's quite a difference. Just that little bit more power and torque just makes a world of difference, especially when you know, you're working with pretty light weight. So it's fairly zippy actually. Feels like it has more than enough to get around through traffic and not have any problems. The brakes are pretty damn good too. I'm just mashing on them like I would a bike I own, and it's not having any problems pulling up. So if you're not too familiar with the Versys-X 300, it's basically an adventurized version of their Ninja 300. So it's got the slipper clutch on it. The motor is from a little sport bike, so it's not going to feel like your typical super torquey adventure bike. But it does feel very sporty, very nimble because of the sport bike part. I'm really liking the wind protection it's got. With some adventure bikes you kind of get gypped with the screen. The suspension's quite stiff though, like just going over those little bumps, it's really quite jolting. So it'd be interesting to see how this would handle dirt roads, because it does feel quite stiff. Yeah, I'm sitting in 40 kilometers an hour in 5th gear there, so it has no problem kind of lugging about. Overall it feels really good, it feels quite competent. The size of it, you don't feel like you're on a smaller learner bike at all. It's actually got quite a big frame. It's not like huge like a 1000cc adventure bike, but it does have a big enough presence on the road that you don't look like you're riding a Honda Grom. Comfier seat, this would be a good single person tour, I reckon. And it's light enough that you wouldn't worry about taking it down the dirt roads yourself, because you can pick it up. Whoop, I just took off in 3rd gear there. Very impressed. Was really worried this would be way too peaky, and it's not at all. It does have that 300cc kind of needs to be revved like a lot of small displacement parallel twins do. But it's more than gets the job done. And I'm in 6th gear now, doing 60 kilometers an hour, and it has plenty roll on. But a very nice bike. So thanks for watching guys, been Chronicles of Solid. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next vid. Catch you later.